Hey, this is Blind Fox and welcome at my gameplay through. Please support the channel, please subscribe and please go and donate on patreon.com. So, we are currently in Farming Simulator 25 and we are selling our soya beans that we got from when we bought our field where our cotton is on now. We didn't sell it earlier because it's basically the best time to sell it now. If we can just get on here, yeah, there we go. So this game is played on normal difficulty. It's geared towards sort of visually and mobile impaired people. I will give comments on how I find the game is. Well, we got 20,000 euros, which is well, 20,000 more than we had. So, just get ourselves out of here. And this is not just specifically geared to that, but as I say, I will make sort of comments on how I find to play this, since I do have a visual impairment. Driving, of course, is a bit difficult, so I will be using automatic drivers as much as I can. So let's see how far we are done on our one of the main objectives of this game is building the grain elevator museum. When we are finished with this, we will be going and building the playground or fairground. So we are still working. We are almost done. 2,000 somewhat ever planks. So cement, bricks and cement bags is what we also need to fill up. And we are making good progress there. Here is one of the problem areas in the game when you come out of the grain elevator. Oh, actually the barge. Sorry, the grain barge. This turn always gives problems. The AI just cannot make this turn. This turn and the turn off here is sort of a problem, or here, or wherever you get off the road. I can never remember, since we are driving on the wrong side for me. And as I mentioned before, someone bitched about on one of my channels, why do I do recording in English and not in Afrikaans, since I am obviously not a native English speaker. The reason is I don't want to. There's more people that can speak English that can do Afrikaans, and hopefully some of them watched my videos. So we can't harvest anything yet. It starts at next month for our soya, our granola. There's nothing here we can currently do. We do not do the wood stuff because it's difficult for me to move. Hoeing we could do, it's not that much. Deadwood is also difficult to do, but you don't get a lot of for that hoeing, which I'm not going to do. We've got some, hopefully this will be finished soon. I think we've got a drop there for the one of the bags there. We need to fill up that, and we need to fill up some stones here. We do need to do some stone filling. We do need to do some woodwork as well, some wood cutting. So we are going to move stuff about. Let's see what we can buy. Nothing really we need. And we do not, I think, have anything. Oh, we do this. We're going to have a lot of stuff again next month, because this is too early to harvest. We're going to have to harvest it next month in July, since it wasn't ready to harvest the previous month. So let's just jump off here and look at our good, they are not yet done. We'll just run around here. Good, we've got some bricks lying around here we can pick up. No bricks there. And nothing here. So we do have an extra brick to go and pick up, which we can do with this. We'll actually start, see if we can use the big tipper we just used for our grain to actually come and do some stuff here. We might actually be able to fit through here, but we will try that with it. Something that's difficult to do, especially with the tractor, is putting pallets on stuff. Moving pallets, putting them on trailers is a bit difficult to do here. So let's see if we are, there we are back. We need to do two things. We need to add some rock and we need to add some. The problem is going to be how to add it on that side. So we're going to try with this and see how well we can deliver it. The picking up is not the problem, it is the actual delivery that is the problem. I really should make that video to show how to get rid of these little fences. They might look pretty in a visual aesthetic way, but they are not fun driving around. And these trees also need to be removed. Good, so that we can do. Stuff which we still need for our grass is the rake, the come on, yeah. We need the rake, we need the bale, I think the bale wrapper. I don't think we've got the bale wrapper. What did we bought the last time? Let's see, is there anything else we wanted to do? Nothing much. We also hire a lot of our equipment when we do, let's see what we do have. We've got planter, we've got that. So we need our bale wrapper. We need our bale wrapper, we need our baler, we need our rake. That is not the tiller, it's just the normal rake. Okay, so this is maximum weight, which is good. At least we get 10 whatever that is. That one there will be difficult to fill, and we of course can't drive. We also need more wood. And yes, we got stuck on that little stupid sunflower thing. Now we do like this new trailer because it can actually move more things than the previous one could. Let's see, every time we go past here we want to take a little look. There we go, we got some nice stuff in there. This isn't a problem yet because there's still enough for those. Which is going to be a problem later on, is that the wood. How we are going to dump it in that, we will try to dump it. This raise it up again. Okay, that is that. I don't think it's that too bad. can do that is to load it up. This bit down. There we go, that's better. How we are going to fit that one, I'm not sure. Filling off that will be difficult. Here I think we can drive just straight through there. I should have actually switched this one 90 degrees. I should have thought when I parked it in there, but I did not. I should have just flipped it about a bit. That would have worked nicer. Because then you could have just drove in there. This one, of course, I should have turned the other way, but I wasn't really thinking about how to do this stuff without. I was just thinking about using the front loader over yonder, the bucket. Here is the problem that we are going to encounter. We are not close enough to this. There we go. So this is easy. I could change these conveyor belt around, but it's a bit difficult, and then you have to fiddle it back again, and so we're going to try and reverse in, which we know we can't reverse. I do like Farm Simulator, it's fun. You do some farming stuff, but a lot of stuff is you move stuff around, which frankly a lot of farming is moving stuff around from one place to another. We don't currently yet have animals, because we don't even know which ones to have. We might do sheep later on. We also, if we want to go really organic with our farming, which we really want to do, later on we need cattle. AKA in game terms, cows. Because they are the ones that do the whole manure thing. got in. We got in, which is brilliant. Oh, lovely, lovely. So that we have done. Splendid, splendid. Just look at us. We have done some brilliant work. So we'll just park here for a bit. See what we can do there, and maybe do some wood cutting as well. So spraying, you actually need to buy. You have to have a sprayer, which we don't, and you have to buy the raw material. Weeding we are not doing because there is a problem with some of these weeding. The field does not always show stuff correctly. So nothing to do there yet. Let's see if we can buy anything else yet. No. We will go check later to see how far we are with the let's just pop over here. Sorry, which one? Wrong one. We'll just pop over here. Go visit. So seeing that we are busy sort of selling a lot of stuff, it won't stop when it's done. It will just go to the next little stage. So cement bricks we already have 3. We've got 1 on the trailer. Our cement bags we have 4. We need 2 more from that one. We need 3 more from the others. So we are busy, and then we wait for to see what our wood does. That's the only thing that's gonna influence how fast we work. Hop off here, do a bit of chainsawing. Would you like chainsawing here? The easiest way to do harvesting when you are just for the forestry type things, if you are just have your normal farm, is just cut down the trees that are already there. You don't need to plant any. We most likely might need to plant some because we might run out of but we're not really going for forestry, we are just wanting all of the wood. So it might just be cheaper for us to just buy new farmland with extra trees on it. On the other hand, we do want to get out. wrong way around. There we go. Oh, come on. That is a bit fast. You don't have to cut off all the green leaves, it just makes your tree a bit smaller if you do it. It doesn't remove the usable wood on it, it just makes it physically easier to move around. Let's see, anything else that came up? Not really, no. What is this for 16? Oh, we've got baling, yes. We will go and do some baling. Now, baling is something you have to do on your, with the the AI can't bale for you. But we do have enough things here. We can just go and bale. So this is basically one of the tasks that baling, bale wrapping, the computer can't do for you. Because AI worker doesn't work that way. Okay, 24. But the AI can drive to field 24 for us. We do not have to drive ourselves. But hey, before we drive, remember we have got some stuff that's lying around here, which we actually should take back to the farm sometime. So we need to get our tractor into the clear so that not the trailer nor the tractor interferes with some of the other stuff around. So we'll just park there and let the AI drive itself. Good. So for this around 2 years we've got enough wood on our own farm to do this. We might, as I say, need to buy some other farmland to plant more wood. We'll just go and dump you at the sawmill, and then we will go and do some baling. By the way, that baler we just hooked at the store is a square baler. That's another reason I like to use their baler. Is because you know that it is the one that you want. Sometimes they want round bale, sometimes they want square bale, and sometimes they want anyway. So we are almost there. See, do we have anything? Nope, we don't have nothing to buy here. So let's see how far this is. As I say, it's not that it is, let's say what, 10 meters dust to this. Yes, 10 meters. No, it's not 10 meters. Let's go out some more. Maybe 11. Let's see, 11. Let's go to 11 meters. No, not 11 yet. Let's see, 12 meters. This is basically what you can do to, if you don't know what the, that looks good. Yeah, that looks correct. If you don't know the intervals, you basically just sort of figure it out as you go. We really want our own baler as well, for when we do our own baling. There we go. It's easier to do some of this stuff with these field guides on. They don't always work, but it's much easier. And you can only work until your field is done. You reach the requirements of the contract, and it doesn't include the whole field. You can't use more than the contract is. So you can't harvest the whole field. The only reason place where you can do it is when you do actual harvesting and you don't sell all your stuff at once and you harvest the entire field. That's the only way you can do it. Ploughing doesn't plough your whole field. Baling doesn't do the whole field. So this is a bit difficult to turn around if you are not actually in. If you're actually in the harvest, yeah, the baler, it's a bit more difficult. So let's just see if we can. We're not going to. It's easier to actually drive from the outside. Yes, we are sort of doing idiotic things. So that's better. Now people might drive easier when they are actually It's possible to drive from the inside the cab, but it's a bit more difficult for me to do so. So let's drive a bit along, enjoying the scenery. The nicety of a square baler, it automatically drops, and it does not leave a gap in your fields. Because if you do a round baler, if it's finished with a bale, it won't go on to the next one. It takes a bit of time to drop the bale, even if it is on automatic, so it leaves a little of the crop on the field, as of the grass or the hay or whatever you are baling at the time. Let's see if we can do a proper turn this time. There we go, that was a better one. There's another thing, when you're in the tractor you can't really turn around and see how well you picked it up. You know that we are picking it up quite nicely because we set the lines beforehand, but sometimes if you don't have your lines properly set yet, it's not always so easy to see. These people that try and scam the thing, but if you use your own baler, you can of course sometimes get a bit of extra straw in there or grass in there, but not really worth bothering about. It is a good thing to, when you start a row, just check, is it picking up everything it should. I do like the 220 bales when I actually bale for myself as well, because it's the largest bale you can wrap with a bale wrapper. The 180 bales, there's two bale wrappers that can wrap it, but they are too small, they take up too much space when they are just bales. 240 is fine if you do other stuff where you want big bales, but they can't get wrapped with the bale wrapper. So now I say I don't like the round balers just because I don't like round bales. It is cheaper, yes, but we don't want to do this, we want to do that. We of course will instantly check this. Yep, and this bit we will miss, but we don't mind, it's not our field, so that's not too bad. I'm actually looking for the beginning of the outer rows and I can't find them. So we'll sit on our baler for a while. Let's sit on the baler for a bit so that we can see ourselves driving. So from back here it's much quieter. You walk behind the... not as easy to see when you are on the end of the row. There we go. Let's watch the bales for a bit. We use to bale the little bales, the square little bales. And we actually had a thing that we can, after we bale, we had something to connect to our trailer that can actually load the bales. It wasn't a trailer itself, but it was a loose piece of equipment with spikes on it that could basically pick up the bales from the ground. You just maneuver it the bales in place because they are small bales, and then when the bale come on at the top, it just pop it into the wagon, or the trailer, sorry, and you just move it by hand around the trailer. Which means that you could have a nice big trailer behind your tractor when you are picking up your bales, because the piece of equipment that did the lifting was nice and tall. I've seen some people just put a trailer hitch on the back of their balers and hook a trailer on there, and then just take the bale directly from the small bales directly from the baler up to the trailer. But then it has to be a low trailer. Your tractor has to be able to pull the baler and a trailer. This way you can do your baling, and then you can have another tractor afterwards coming with your trailer and have a big trailer and just pick up all your bales at once. Which in the end makes around the same amount of work. I mean, you don't need such a powerful tractor, and although you drive twice with the tractor, in effect you can work with larger amounts of bales on a trailer, and it's just, I don't know, better. Because if you have a small trailer, you actually have to then get rid of the bales on the trailer. So although you just drive once with the baler, in the end it's sort of you drive more, because you have to empty your little trailer. And even if it's a large low bed trailer, it's still a low bed trailer. You still don't have a lot of, some of them don't have a lot of support at the sides, and basically depends what you do. So there is a mod in Farm Simulator. I know it was in Farm Simulator 22, it might be in Farm Simulator 25 as well, where you have an extra trailer hitch that adds it onto your balers, and I think then you can just drive and it will bale automatically into your trailers. I should have gone to the other corner to actually do this, but let's start here. I want to finish the outside. Yeah, so maybe this is actually where the start of the... over there or in the... I think it might be on that corner over yonder. And yes, you can do the kid, bring the kid to work day, because we've got a double seat. Would have been cool if you've got interactive screens for the different equipment you are pulling or something. Would have been really nice, but that would have most likely been too much graphics. If we have time, I think we will do some green bean harvests and some pea harvest if we can do it this year. Go and harvest other people's green beans and peas for them, especially peas. It's a very profitable crop. Let the AI worker harvest it, to be more specific. What we are not going to do this year is running into the night, because that doesn't always work. Yes, we're not going to pick up everything here as well, I think. Oh, yeah, we are not going to pick up everything there, but it doesn't really matter, because we might not need to in the end. We'll do a more proper job the next time we get to that corner. Hey, we are not even on the... No wonder we are not doing so well. That was very bad. We got off the line. Now, how did we do that? Somehow we dropped. I'm shocked, I'm shocked, I'm shocked. From here you can't really see. You can see more or less, but the ground is moving a bit fast, so that you can see what you have done. But at least we are on the right track now. Let's just pop over to the Grain Elevator Museum quickly. Now we can't let the worker do the AI, as I say, it doesn't want to work for us. But we can just see how far we are. Okay, we are still a while away. And every time you leave the tractor, the worker will stop working because they really like to stop working. Whoops, what did I do now? There we go. Okay, we are basically going to go to the next row. Oh, what is it, a swath? Come on. So this is a bit more difficult. You see the problem here when you do this, I might be able to miss some stuff there as well. Let's just 1, 2, 3 pop out of here and see. Yep, we did miss some. That's the problem when you drive here. Now if you did your raking yourself, this double line or a double row, you could have just rake it twice and make it one row, or swap. But in the end it depends where you want to spend your time. Do you want to spend your time doing the raking, to put them into swaths in the first place, and overdo it where you combine more than one swath in the end, you rake it and then you combine 2 swaths? Or do you just let the AI do the raking and you just do the baling on whatever it leaves? And of course straw does not bale wrap, only grass does. There you can see we have done that, pick that bit up. haven't yet played this on more than just medium, but I mean, you don't really need more graphics in medium. There might be some other stuff that you can set to make it a bit better, but frankly, I play easier on the stuff that looks more like drawings than it does in like real world scenery, because it's just easier to see some of the stuff this way. In real world there is sometimes too much of a texture variation, and there's too much of a good thing, put it that way. Yes, it looks brilliant, and it does, but it's also much more difficult to play with. There we missed a bit, and we overdrove. You can see here the trend lines. Now we're going to miss that bit, but we are making good progress on our baling. And it might be about a 3-4 hour job, 16,000, not too bad. I think they said in Farm Simulator 22, when you do contract, you could actually pick up, bale the whole field. Doesn't matter if your contract is finished, you can bale the rest, harvest the rest, do with the rest as you want. It will complete the whole field. But here it does not. This field, you can see, is sort of on a slope. And it doesn't matter if you bump some of these little bales off the field. There we go. So if you let the worker do your raking for you, it will do the raking as big as the rake is. But if you do your own raking, you can set your offset with a bit less than the rake actually is width or wide. So then you can, in the end, pick up 2 of your rows, maybe with 1 pass of the rake. Now I let the AI worker do the raking for me because I'm not going to spend all that time raking. Your harvesters, of course, also leave a swap, so that doesn't really matter. But if you have your rake as well, you can still run over your hay or your straw field with your rake as well. This is a 12-meter swap. The big rake is 40 meters. So if you drive nicely, but you could do 2 of these swaps in one. So we're almost done. So you will see here when we are finished, we won't most likely be able to bale everything up. And of course we did miss some stuff, so that could have an influence. Oh, there we go. You can see now it doesn't want to bale the rest. So we are done, so we can just turn it in. Now if you've got your use your own baler for this, then you can actually keep the little bit of whatever is left behind. The other thing is, if you start baling and you have something like grass in there and the bale isn't quite full, you might actually end up with a bale that is a bit different. Let's see what we're harvesting here. We're not gonna do it because it's gonna cost, oh well, green beans. These are small green beans. Or is it peas? Which one is it? Ah, it's spinach. So this 700 it costs to release. So this we will get around 2000. Where do we sell this then? Grain baths? Spinach? Okay. We could do this, mind you, but I'm not sure if we want to do it at the moment. Let's go and see quickly what is there to do. How far is this going? No, we might just do the spinach. It will get us 2000. We will pay for the worker. Okay, still 800 to go. Well, that's fine. We do need to do some more work there. The problem is just, do I want to harvest this or don't I? Barley, the only problem is we do not have our harvester. We don't have the trailer anymore. We might just do this. Oh, let's save. We'll save. Come on, let's just save. before this thing throws us out again. Oh, let's do some harvesting. We are going to make some money, we are going to pay a worker, but we're going to have extra spinach in the end. We need to go where? We need to dump it at grain terminal 2. What is it? A grain barge number 2. We need to drop that spinach. It is field 62. Okay, and we will, of course. These little ones is much better if you actually have the equipment. I think we did do spinach already, I'm not sure. But it's a real nice harvester, mind you. So we need to go to field 62. There's 62. So where's this thing going to go? I think we did the cancel. I think we set off the wrong thing. There we go. We'll just stop in that field. We don't mind driving over other people's crops, do we? We really don't have a problem with that. Ah, one of those are done. Again, we drive like a crazy person. Okay, so this is the second last pellet of the cement we need to pick up. Oopsie! No, that wasn't a good thing. I should have slowed down, shouldn't I? How absolutely shocking. Ah, this thing doesn't want to work. Let's see how far this one is. Oh, and it's there. So let's open this. Can't really see how full this thing is. And this is cool, it blows it in there, and not a single one drops. I think we've been in a spinach harvester before. You can't really see anything there. Oh, we do have an extra seat. Splendid, splendid. There's a seatbelt, how nice. I think that chair also has a seatbelt. There we go, yes. Have a nice view up here. You've got some displays. Very nice. Got some safety equipment. Or warnings for that matter. Some stuff on the roof there. Very, very nice. And we will come back later. See how it does. Can see a bit the harvester things. This is it from the top. Can't really see how full this is. This thing is nicely, it's waiting for us here. Let's just start you. We need to get you out of the way now because we will go and see what we can buy in a bit. Let's just pop over here again. $600. Yes. Can we buy anything here? No, we cannot. So we've got 189 worth of money. And that I can spend some on the what am I doing? I think we are going to buy bale. Let's just see what else is there to do. Well, here is some bale wrapping. What are we harvesting with this one? Also spinach? Yeah, this one is also spinach. I think it's early enough to actually do this. Yep, it's early enough to do this. I won't go later than 12 o'clock again for harvesting 21. Simply because it is just too long. So the problem we are going to have here is we are going to start, because we deliver stuff at the same sell point, we are going to run into the problem for delivering stuff and which one is it subtracting and adding to. So we are going to hold off on delivering stuff as long as we possibly can. I wish that they would actually have a better place that I can read what tractor I'm in, the name of it. Because that little flashing of the name on the screen doesn't really do it for me. You don't want to do too much, although you can do 3 contracts per time. You don't want to do too much at once because it can be disorientating, especially if you do these stuff where you do, like we are now, 2 of the same contract. And this is slow. This corner of this field really needs tree trimmed, but we contribute because we trim it. Let's just see how our manufacturing stuff is coming along. Good. We are going to just sell our cement when we are done with this contract. They are just going to work on their own. You see here that we've got spinach. So this is going to take some while. Might take the rest of the day. There we are on our correct place. I don't know, have you ever seen this nice tractor? And no, you can't bring your kid to work day. This tractor is too small. Not an extra seat. But it does have nice equipment inside. How did we get stuck like that? We need to do this. Get out of there. And go and get some more wood. Stop. Oh, no. Other way around. Stop. Ooh, wait. I'm reversing and not. There we go. Get out. Oh. These bushes. I do not like these bushes because you can get lost in these bushes. Ah. More bushes we need to take care of. Oh, really. Yeah. Let's go. Return. And down. We are going to somewhere. Plant trees, I hope. We might not be able to use them, but we don't really yet have a place to see. Oh, that is not fun. There we go. Come on. Correctly. I think we are stuck on something. Yes, we are stuck. So what we need to do is hop up here, get our chainsaw, and do some chainsawing. Let's hop on here. I know there is a some other. Whoops. a mod where you can actually start with an axe and not a chainsaw. I can't remember the mod's name, I saw it somewhere. And if it's a map or if it's just a mod. And or if the map goes with the mod. There we have I hope we are around this now, that we can go and do what we need to do. And I still would like actual horses that actually can do work on the farm, not just for riding on. That would be fun. You can have a map, or might not, you know, that you can start. You can bring that in as well. So you can actually start with horses. That would be cool. Now, can we actually are we actually stuck on the actual tree stump? Yeah, we were actually, I think, stuck on the tree stump, some of it anyhow. Let's just turn. There we go. Let's see if we can get out of here. There we go. There we go. I think we forgot enough. Funny, there's not a weed in sight until the harvester goes over the trim. Anyway, that is spinach. Yeah, so that's spinach. Interesting. 45%, 50%. Nothing we want. What we want to buy is, I'm sure this thing knows what I want and it just doesn't want to give me that. There is a mod where you can actually order something. We are going to, I think, buy this or this, one of these two. Not exactly sure what's the difference between them. What's the difference between those two? That one is too expensive. What's the difference? Oh, much the same then. And this one? I don't know what the difference is between these. Well, we like Massey Ferguson. We might just buy Massey Ferguson. Oh. But then this time we haven't really done a lot of Massey Fergusons. The other had another game where I did. My tractors were Massey Ferguson. My equipment was Massey Ferguson. As far as I could get Massey Ferguson. This is a case. A Krone. Oh, Krone. But Krone is so expensive. Krone is so expensive. Very expensive Krone. I've had this one before. We might go for what? See, this one is a much smaller one. So that is what it bales at, that is what it bales at. All of these basically bale at the same speed. All of these bale at the same speed. There's a nice one. Nice green. Square bale twine, doesn't really matter which ones we use as long as it is used. We might use this one because I don't know, I might just use this one. I do like this one. Let's see this one. What is the difference? Not that I can really tell. .9. $960. Yep, that's all cost the same. So it will be one of these actually. Oh, something new came in. Don't think it's something we need. Cultivator we don't need, we don't use cultivators in this. can't really see from the start of the finish how far this is. You're going to see the peak inside. As I said, we're not going to do any more contracts because this time of day it is the luring in contracts, because it seems, oh, you can finish the thing and then you might not be able to finish the contract. We do have some hoeing, we've got some bale wrapping again, not really enough to do that with. Oh yes, this one we will have to empty. More than one. That might pose a little problem for us. As we say, we do have 2 Spinach contracts running, which means that as long as they deliver at the same point, which is at grain barge terminal 2 and grain barge terminal 2. So both of these are at grain barge terminal 2, which is here in the map. We know grain barge terminal 2. As long as we've got both contracts running, if we finish with the one automatically, it will do the other one. Or it might just do both of them at the same time, it depends. It doesn't take whatever is on the trailer from the other one and remember which was on what trailer and what was where on which. Yep, let's go and fill up our trailer. Not exactly sure which side to collect our spinach then. I know I've done this before. I can't remember. No, yes, we need to open it. It's either that side, I think it's side to open. Hey, cool. Now this is nice. There we go. So we need to go and deliver you to your... No, I don't want that. What do I do now? There we go, I need to be on you. Create job. Deliver. Grain river silo. Grain elevator. Grain barge stew. Yes. I need to deliver it there, and I need to come back to here. Start job. There we go, that one is on its way. So yep, we need to actually fill you up as well. Because we do know we are going to have some trouble. So this is a long job as well. These things are not as, doesn't harvest that fast. So I hope we get a lot of money for this. Oh no, we don't want to be this side. We need to be this side. Yes. Let's just see where you will go now. Oh, you will go that way, I think. There we can go into not that precisely. It's not easy. So this is not a full load, but fine. Let's go and deliver you. We need to remember who is with what. Delivery. Number 2. Yes, it's there. We need to bring you back. we will bring you back there, and we'll go. Yeah. Yes, 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 and start job. Are you going? Are you not going? Now why don't you want to? Is it because why don't you want to deliver this now? There, this one is going. There, that one is. Good, so all of them is doing its things. Cool. Let's see who's filling. Okay then, let's hope. This one is done. Hey, cool. There's the ladder going up. So I hope it does fill up all of that, or else we'll just have to drive again. I don't think it will. I think it will have too much. Let's see, where is that thing? I'm wondering if I shouldn't send, I'll see, maybe I should send my own one. There's a larger one than the other one had. So you can see the first contract we get fill up Now we must remember we cannot hand that contract in, because if we do, we are going to lose the extra. So we cannot yet submit that contract, because we still have a bunch of stuff in this. Where are you? There you are. You. So start you. You. We hope that this will fill up. Or not fill up. Great. Done. There. Good. So that's done. Create job. Deliver, yes, yes. So let's do a deliver. Problem is getting closer. Going to dump that load, which might just bring us too much. We cannot not dump the load. We cannot just dump the load, because, yeah. This is where the trouble comes if you've got two of the same contracts. Because we want all of the harvest. That means you can't, you have to wait to actually dump stuff. So today we have done some harvesting spinach, we have done some baling straw, and we have done some filling up of our grain mill, sorry, not our grain, our sawmill and our cement factory. When we are done with the cement for the grain elevator museum, we're just going to switch the factories to sell automatically, because I don't want to handle the pellets, which is a consideration when you've got production facilities. to go and deliver the pallets. That's the difficulty. We'll talk about delivering. No. Let's pop into Grain Elevator Museum and see how we are doing. A visit. Hop, hop, hop over. Where are we? Ah. Long planks. So planks long. It started. We need 23,000. We only have 16,000 in stock. So we need to go and collect. So we've completed another stage. Delightful. You can see this thing looks better and better by the minute. So we need to go and get some planks delivered. Won't be done yet. You can see here already there's a difference here. It looks better, I think, than it used to do. Don't gonna enter here because it's just going to create trouble. Huh, just in time to see this. So this is basically now equal on dumping stuff, but the problem is we are going to have extra. We are going to have a long day. So that is done. So this one is complete. We can collect our measly let's see, did it do the right contract? And here is where it comes with trouble. Okay, that is the correct one. I can do that, complete. And hope we still are in progress. Yep, we are still staying. Good. So let's hop out here and see. We need planks long. We do not have any planks long in our... We've got one plank long. So we've got planks long. Wood beams is a bit... Planks long there, yes. We want to put it into storage. Storage. Our wood beams will get a bit large for that. We really need that bale storage as well, but I need other stuff as well. We really need the bale storage, but we need the other stuff. So it's a bit difficult. It is not fun deciding what to do and what not to do. Come on, what is your problem? Why isn't you... Ah, it's because you stuck there. That is why. That's fine. You can just stop there. How much? Good. So let's do some of this again. Now this is interesting. Why are you doing this? So we need to actually unload this. Now this is interesting. We are saving here because this thing can actually try to go in here. There we go. Just needed a little bit of a bump. Let's just hop off here and actually do something we should have done earlier. Let's just hop over here. Need to do it from this side. We just need to do one more. I think we will stop our plank or our beams almost. Let's just quickly look. I might, no, we'll keep on going until 22 beams, then I'll stop it. It might be just too much. So planks long we need. The thing is, because we want to do the other constructible as well, we might need more wooden beams than I thought. And if that's the case, then I don't want to sell everything that I have. I can't remember exactly how much. I just went to have a look. Hop up over here, and let's just put you on. There we go. Okay, this one is correct. Good. Ah, nicely. We'll just, I think, get this finished. We might actually sing the listing. Here we have, well, there is going to be some other stuff to do if we, I think there might be, oh, I think we'll pop this thing on. Woohoo. There we go. So we still have some left. So let's try a bit closer to where we want to deliver. we are going to drive this one to where? To here. We're going to park you there. You, we are going to see job. We want that. And we want to send you here when you are done. And we are going to say start. Start job. This one going to go where I want it to go? That one is. This one, of course, isn't. So we'll just drive around until we get to here. Just let you go past, I think. Just go past. We'll follow you. Now I could have stayed in the field, but then this thing has to drive all of the way back. What did it mean? I've lost it. I have lost it. Where am I? I've lost it. Well, now I will need to drive. Where am I? Oh no, I'm here. I've drove too far. See? See the difficulty of driving harvesters, and for that matter just driving. Just driving is difficult, and the harvester is big, no matter which one you have. So we really hope we get some money from this. We have done quite well with our baling contract. We hope we do it equally well with this. We'll just start here. done, okay. Okay, so we've got 400 whatsoever. Not so much, but it's a bit. Most likely we'll pay for our workers. Well, we didn't get stuck. It is a miracle. And if you really want to test your driving, you can drive these little quirky roads yourself and get stuck or lost. Now, who's going to wait for who? How long? Let's just see this one go there. Do you want to try actually turn in there? No. Yes, I have in a game before actually drove off this bridge. Not in this game while we were playing this one, but when I just started playing this game, I actually drove off this bridge with the yellow tractor and a full load of, I think it was wheat or granola, one of the two. I'm not exactly sure which one, but I did fall off that bridge. It was still in the tutorial bit, and I literally fell off the bridge. It was sort of, and it ended up being like, okay, let's just restart the game. Not much. This thing is not empty yet. So it means that I haven't really properly underneath it. There, that's better. Okay, that is empty now. Grand. So let's go and will it still keep its original job? Yes, we can just go deliver. So this is done. I don't actually have to sell this now, but what else am I going to do with it? I don't know if I can park it in a silo or not. Let's see, what is the price of spinach, by the by? Well, it's not bad. It's not as high as, but it's not as low as for something. That's not bad. Not as high as I want. It might get higher, but I don't know. So if you get off the road on the other side, as I sometimes do, you get stuck there. But this way they don't get stuck. So we got around 440 something, maybe 450, 448 for the previous lot we dumped. Let's see how much we got for this. Well, around 4,000, so not bad. We got around 5,000 just for this. Delightful. So we paid that and we paid that. That makes sense. So that is what we did. Delightful. And we got that completed. Great. And this is done for the next time. And we'll save, and we do have enough money to buy something tomorrow. So that's the end of June. So thanks for watching. Please support the channel, please subscribe. Please go and donate on patreon.com. And see you at my next game playthrough. Next we will be July. We will be harvesting our granola, and we will be, I think you can harvest granola next time, and we will be doing our grass again, so we have to buy something. I think we'll buy the baler. See what we can get on offer, and then we'll buy the baler tomorrow. If we can't get it on offer, so bad. We've got enough for that anyway. So thanks for watching.